What's up everybody, Tommy here, Math Productions Gaming, and in this video I'm just going to talk real fast about two super easy but super pertinent building glitches, tricks. I don't know what you want to call them. I guess they're glitches, but they're not cheats, and they're like clearly within the mechanics of the game. So I guess semantics, tomato, tomato. These are two techniques that throughout this channel as it progresses, especially as I dive further into outpost building, settlement building, structure building, you are going to see on screen at minimum the results of these two techniques. And I highly encourage you to put these in your toolbox if you don't already have them there already, because if you're like me and you enjoy building, these two things can absolutely change the game for what you have available to you, what you can do, what you can make. The first technique is the floor mat technique, and literally all you need is a floor mat, and then when you place an object on it, or what I'll show you here in a second is you actually can place the object first and then scoot the floor mat up to it, and then at that point you'll be able to actually mesh that object that you moved up or moved the floor mat up to. You'll be able to mesh it into places that you weren't originally able to do. So check that out. So when we put the floor mat up on the ashtray, we were able to mesh it into the wall. When we placed the ashtray on the floor mat, it wouldn't let us mesh it into the wall. Now, not everything that you're going to try to mesh is going to mesh completely into where you're trying to go. I'll show you a little bit here with this bookshelf. I was trying to kind of get it into the wall, so that way just the shelves would be hanging out kind of like wall shelves. Ultimately couldn't get the back into the wall here, and I'm going to show you in another spot. I mean, we get it flush up there, so a lot of times you can't get objects flush up against the wall. They have that kind of boundary where you have to leave a gap. So it did succeed in pushing through that. As you can see here, I just couldn't get it all the way in further, but it is in the wall. It was in the little mantle from the window there. But so as you can see, there are tons of things. Check this out. I know the couch will do it. So if we get it just in the right spot, let's get this out a little bit. All right. Yeah, see, look at that. So imagine what you could do with like tables, counters, dressers. You can have part of it showing, part of it not. It's showing out the back, but depending on what we had there, it either can make sense or we could hide it. So again, the first technique that I wanted to show off that you're going to see a lot is the floor mat technique. It's fantastic for pushing through those object boundary bubbles and for meshing things into places where they wouldn't otherwise go. Now this second technique is the pillar technique, and it's a way that you can raise and lower objects. I'll show it individually, and then I'll show it in tandem with the first technique, and you can kind of start to get the idea of how much just these two techniques really open up the game for what you might be able to build. We put the campfire down, and then we put a pillar right there in the middle. We grabbed everything together, we raised the campfire up, so it's already floating. So depending on what we were building, we could make like some not too tall, I guess, but I guess the box would be too big. I was gonna say like a street lamp or something like that with fires inside them. With the small shack floorings or whatever, like I guess you could kind of make it work. But check this out. You can raise stuff up, place objects where they wouldn't otherwise be able to be placed. That's kind of asterisk. I'm going to show on screen that I'm not ignorant. I know that I could just put a campfire like up on that roof specifically without having to do that trick. But again, the whole idea is just to show you these two techniques, not to show you the two techniques and like practice with a whole bunch of examples, that's going to come on this channel. I hope you like the sound of that, and I hope you consider subscribing to this channel. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, I hope you press that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think, what you want to see next. Take care till next time.